Oh, hang on. I need to put the phone down 1 second. Hang on. No, I don't see any fees like that about but I don't know if we're wasting time or not because I do credit card processing. Okay.
Okay.
And what was your name again, please?
My name is Andrew Rick.
Andrew Rick.
Oh, my name is Andrew. I was just replying to you.
Ha ha ha. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Synergetic.
What city and state is that in?
Synergetic? We are a processing service.
What city and state?
Oh, we're in California. We're in Valencia, California.
Oh, okay. No, but I mainly only use Square credit card processing.
Square?
Square.
Okay. Square works perfectly for business owners whose volume is anywhere under 3,000. Is your volume when it comes to not your volume total, but your volume when it comes to credit and debit card transactions? Is it under 3,000?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It is.
Okay, because most Square works on enhanced billback, where they give you one single target rate. But the thing is, within Visa, within Mastercard, within American Express, within Discover, there's Visa Retail Credit, there's Visa's Retail Debit, there's Visa Rewards, there's Visa Business. All of those cards have their own rate. So, in reality, the enhanced billback, like less than 5% of the cards that you actually take will fall under that rate, and then that's where they hit you with surcharges. But at this time, with the volume that you have, you probably aren't paying too much over what you should be.
No. I mean, because I forget what the exact percentage rate is, but there are no reoccurring fees, and I've had it happen where I've gotten surcharges with another processing company.
Okay.
And first, just for your education or whatever, I don't mind explaining, but they basically said, okay, you're going to pay $10.95 a month for our service if you do it over the internet. And so I type in the person's credit card number into my browser, and boom, I get paid. Not a problem with the transactions, but then they would also understandably hit me with a surcharge or a percentage rate
On each transaction?
on each transaction. Yes.
They didn't supply you with any equipment instead of manually punching in the card, because whenever the risk is increased, the fee is increased. So if you're manually pushing in numbers rather than just swiping it, that could be one of the charges.
Well, no, I was okay with the fees.
Oh, okay.
No, I was okay with the fees because the fees were actually a lot cheaper than my current research had already told me.
Oh, okay.
So, no, but now here's where I stopped with them, was that basically is I was okay with the $10.95 a month. I was okay with their percentage that they were taking out of. They got to make money. But what started happening was they just started slapping quarterly assessment fees onto my account that I didn't even catch. And then it's like, then I called up my provider and he said, oh, well, you got to call them and they'll cancel it. But you got to do it every quarter. And at that point, yeah, I was like, wow, because, it's just like, if you cancel it one time and you're done, then I would have been okay with the $10.95 a month.
Yeah.
But they wanted me to keep canceling it. And so at that point, it was just like, it wasn't worth it. And so then basically I ended up, I canceled the account, and then I just waited, and now I just use Square, and I think you might be running into some tough competition because Square, all they do is they charge me a percentage which is very competitive
Uh-huh.
for each transaction, but they don't charge me unless I use it.
Yes. It's just, where is it at? I was just looking at Square the other day. Let me see. Square. On to the website right now. $2.75 per swipe. Yeah, so, I mean, it's right on their website that they charge 2.75% per swipe. Ours normally averages out between 1.3 and 1.7, depending on how many transactions.
Well, yeah. Well, let me just ask you this to save your time also is, are you mainly dealing with high volume merchants or somebody that's a lower volume merchant? Because I'm a low volume because I mainly get paid in checks.
Okay, it's understandable. Yeah, we deal all across the board. We have accounts with like AT&T, Midas, but we also have accounts with chiropractic offices, mechanic shops, dental offices. So it doesn't. The volume isn't such a big thing. We just prefer to be your last stop. If you were to call us, you don't have to deal with any machines. You get a human being speaking every time. We just appreciate a good relationship and a good, honest relationship.
Right. No, but I mean, how does the transaction take place? You know, assuming I bought your services and I have a customer, how does that transaction take place? Is there a machine that I swipe their card into? Do I put it into a web browser? Do I use an Android app, or how does that work?
We would provide you with a machine. And you never want to go with a company that's leasing out machines. That's a red flag. Because these pieces of equipment cost anywhere from $200 to $300 to make. And then they're leasing these equipment out to business owners, and they're leasing them for, they're already getting paid for their services, but then they're leasing the equipment for like $80 to $100 a month. And by the time you're done with your 3 to 4 year contract, you end up paying thousands over what you should have paid. So we actually provide you with the equipment. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah. Wait. Repeat the last part again. I slightly got distracted. What was the last part that you said about the equipment?
We provide it for you. We don't lease it out or anything. We just give it to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you give it to me. But now, I mean, again, and not to waste your time, is I'm going to be a low volume person. Is it going to be worth your time and effort for a low volume customer?
Well, let's find out. Do you receive your statements via email or via mail?
I don't necessarily get statements. I get transactions via email.
Okay. Is there any way you could log in and see everything you had for that whole month, where it gives you a summary of your volume as well, type of thing?
Honestly, there probably is, but I don't even bother checking because my transactions are so few and far between. And see, this is where I'm telling you, it's probably a waste of your time because I probably do maybe. Let me be honest. Let's see. I probably only do about 3 or 4 transactions a week, if that.
Three or four transactions a day?
A week.
Oh, a week.
So I really don't think it's going to be worth your time. And not to mention, I could just do it all from my Android phone. Meanwhile, I'm on the phone with the customer.
Okay, well, do you have a business email at all, Rick? That way I can just send you some more information on it.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
Okay. What is it? That way I'll send it over to you right away.
It's support
Support?
at twilightcomputing.com. and I'll go slow on that. Support, as in computer support.
Okay.
TWI, just like the movie Twilight. Computing.com.
Okay. And how much did you say your volume was for your credit and debit?
It's not that much. I'm not going to say numbers. I never talk numbers over the phone.
Okay.
But I don't mind talking transactions, but we're talking about anywhere between 2 to 5 transactions a week. Average, just say 3.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It totally might not be in our best interest, but I'm gonna go ahead and send you. I'm gonna go ahead and send you the email right now. That way, you can read up on it, and if anything does start making sense for you, or if you realize that this would work out better, my contact info will be in there as well. Okay?
Yeah, no, and I don't mind it. I mean, you're indulging me, but I'm also indulging you. I don't mind it because I'm always looking for new solutions. So send it on to me, and at the very least, I'll file it away as opposed to trashing it just to see.
Well, how about this, Rick? What's your average transaction when you do get a transaction?
I'm not going to talk numbers.
Oh, no numbers over the phone?
Yep.
Okay, well, then I'll go ahead and shoot you over the email, and we'll see what happens from there.
Okay, good. All right, thank you.
How did you end up signing up with Square? Did you seek them yourself, or?
I don't mind telling you the story. I was in Best Buy, and right at the point of sales transaction, at the counter, and obviously we know what POS is, point of sales. Right there was an what the marketing people call an impulse display. There was a display hanging with the Square card readers, and I was like looking at the box and going like, what's that? And the clerk quickly explained it to me, and then the manager happened to be standing behind the clerk, the cashier, and said, oh, I use these all the time for t-shirt sales. I sell t-shirts on the side. And it was only $10, and you get a refund of that $10 as soon as you activate your account, and then they charge you like the 2.39% or whatever that is. And there is no monthly recurring fee. You only pay the fee as you are using it per transaction.
Yeah, well, that type of rate. I mean, it makes sense if you don't have a high volume, but if you have a high volume, you're still going to end up paying more, even if you're not paying a monthly fee for just a service. With that rate alone, you'll still end up paying more than if you were to pay your $10 monthly fee that you were speaking about last time. But I mean, it all depends on your volume. I know you don't want to give numbers over the phone. Would you possibly be on the end of exchanging numbers via email after I email you? That way we can just I'll pass it down to my analyst, and he'll analyze some things for you, and we'll see if it's going to even be a good fit.
I may take you up on that, but I'm not going to lie and guarantee that I will take you up on that.
Feel free to look us up on Yelp, Better Business Bureau, ripoffreport.com. I highly suggest looking up any company that approaches you, just because these companies are popping up left and right. We've been in the industry for over 18 years, so I would say about 1 out of every 100 companies are honest, which is a terrible ratio, I know. People are in it for the quick money instead of the long haul relationships. They'd rather make a quick $1,000 than making $30 every month forever, you know? So what we like to do is we like to be a last stop. We like to...
And what was the name of your company again?
Sure. Do you have pen and paper?
No, just say it. I don't have a pen and paper, but just go ahead and say it.
It's called Synergetic.
Synergetic.
Synergetic processing. It's S-Y-N-E-R. It's Syn, like S-Y-N, and then Ergetic. E-R-G-E.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. No, well, just go ahead and send me the information. I gave you my email. Just send me the information. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to respond.
Okay.
But on the other hand, maybe I'll send you some numbers. And if you think it's worth pursuing, then that's your call. Again, I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to go for it, but
Well,
I mean
yeah.
because
If we can't help you, we're not going to hurt you. You know, if you're in the best position possible that for you, we'll let you know that, and we'll let you know until your volume reaches this limit, don't change. But I mean, if we can help you, then of course we'd love to help you out.
all right, well, no, cool. Send me the information, and we'll just kind of see from there.
Okay, sounds good, Rick. I'll send it over right now.
Okay.
All right, have a good rest of your week.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.